Good afternoon all. I'm Helen Tunnicliffe, Marketing Manager for Saint-Gobain Isover UK. Thank you for joining us for the UK final of the 8th Isover Architectural Student Design Competition. This is being streamed live onto Architects Journal. Hello followers. The competition itself is based around building design to Isover Multicomfort house levels, which endorses and builds upon the passive house concept. The design measures combine excellent acoustic comfort with superb indoor air quality, fire protection and safety to provide enhanced living and working comfort. The design competition has been developed by Isover to drive knowledge regarding sustainable construction and encourage the use of the Saint-Gobain multi-comfort and passive house concept globally. The UK is just one of 20 countries combining more than 350 teams and over 700 students who have participated in the competition this year. This year, the competition brief asked students to design a sustainable community living plan for around 12 to 15 families here in the UK. The location for the design was Nottingham's Trent Basin, at the border between the city and the industrial zone. The site is a real-life regeneration project being led by Blueprint, a multi-award-winning sustainable investor, regeneration property developer and asset manager. The development had to be designed in accordance with Saint-Gobain multi-comfort principles, incorporating passive house components to create a sustainable neighbourhood. Whilst perhaps not as glamorous as last year's brief, which asked teams to design a New York skyscraper, it really helps to demonstrate how the concept can be applied to any building type in any part of the world. Of the 33 teams who entered the competition in the UK, 8 shortlisted entries were selected, all from RIBA accredited architectural courses. These 8 teams have been invited to showcase their work here at ECOBUILD, and today they have presented their final designs to our expert panel of judges. The judges have spent a considerable time deliberating. I am therefore pleased to say that we have confirmed the final 3 winning teams. These teams will go on to the international final in Bratislava in May, and the UK winner, runner-up and second runner-up will also be awarded with £1,000, £750 and £500 respectively. So before the final announcement, the Isover Multi-Comfort House Student Architectural Design Competition could not happen without 3 key elements. Firstly, the enormous support from our partners at Nottingham University, and I would like to extend our thanks particularly to Guillermo Guzman Dumont, who joins us here today. Thank you once again, Guillermo, for all of your support. Secondly, I'd like to thank our expert team of judges for their time, support and enthusiasm. I'm especially pleased to welcome back some of our judges from last year, including our very special guest, Professor Wolfgang Feist, Nick Grant, the Technical Director of the Passive House Trust, Bill Butcher, the Director of the Green Building Store and Project Leader of the Denbydale Passive House Project, Hattie Hartman, Sustainability Editor for the Architects Journal, Gabrielle Golombano, the International Building Concept Developer for Saint-Gobain Isover internationally. I'd also like to welcome some new members of our expert judging panel, Steph Bell from the Passive House Centre in Scotland, Professor Julian Marsh from Marsh Grachowski Architects, and last but by no means least, Nick Ebbs, Director of Igloo Regeneration. Nick is also the Chief Executive of regeneration specialist Blueprint, who are playing a key part in this real-life development of the Nottingham Trent Basin. If we could have a round of applause for our judges. And thirdly, let's not forget our students for the considerable amount of time and effort they have taken in putting together their entries and presenting their work here at ECOBUILD today. And please join me again in a further round of applause for this student. So before we present the winners' final prizes, I'd just like to invite Hattie Hartman, who's the Sustainability Editor for Architects Journal, who would like to say a few words about one of the projects that she'd like to give a special commendation to.
Thank you very much to Saint-Gobain Isover for supporting this competition year after year. I think it's a really great opportunity for students to engage with sustainable design and passive house in particular. The scheme, which has been awarded a commendation, provoked enormous controversy amongst the jury. One member of the jury said it was a scheme in which he would most like to live. Members of the jury, a couple of other members of the jury thought the scheme should be disqualified because it didn't fulfill the brief. We nevertheless agreed to commend this scheme because it has a compelling vision for how to promote a self-build community on the Trent Basin site, including converting one of the warehouses to a CNC factory for open source construction. So congratulations to a team from Sheffield, which includes Chris Matthews, Eric Chancellor, and Jordan Lloyd. Where are you?
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Hattie. So the moment you've all been waiting for, and I'm sure the students are desperate to find out. In reverse order, as you would expect, I'd like to invite Nick Grant, who's a Technical Director for the Passive House Trust, up to present the third prize winner.
That's loud. Not a long speech, but this is quite a pleasure presenting the third, because that's one I actually put first in the judging, so I don't feel so bad presenting it. And this is Trent Basin Eco Housing. Well done. Great. You guys, yeah. They're all very similar names.
Just leave. Congratulations to Trent Basin Eco Housing from Nottingham University. Next, I'm pleased to invite Julian Marsh to present our second prize winners with their £750 prize and trophy.
Well, there was a lot of discussion between first and second, and I was particularly impressed with the one we're going to award second prize to. As an architect working in Nottingham and knowing how difficult this site actually is to deal with, it's a very complex site, and it suffers from the problems that a lot of sites in Nottingham have, is that they're quite cut off from the city centre, and so in developing them you've somehow got to make a connection that really works. And this scheme really tried very hard, and I think made a really good stab at actually connecting a new community back to some of the existing community. They also provided designs for two really lovely house types, which were very, very different, and thought very carefully about the way in which the whole development was going to be phased, so that it could actually grow gradually and actually sort of pay for itself as it really developed. So the second prize we'd like to award to Trent Basin Urban Regeneration. That's Denny Chan Kai Locke and Tom Bennett. Well done. Fantastic. Cool. Take this out of the way here.
Thanks, Julian. So to get onto the prize, I suppose everyone's coveting is the first prize and the winner of the UK Isover Student Design Competition, and it's my pleasure to invite Professor Wolfgang Feist to present the prize to the winning team.
It's an honor for me to be invited to present this first prize to students who did create a thorough design which illustrates the principles of the multi-comfort concept, which adapted that principle for the special conditions on this building site, which is not easy, which has already been said, which is a affordable solution for very good comfort, for a easy maintenance, and it's a low-tech approach. So somebody already might know whom we have decided to be the first prize of this competition. Besides of some problems in some of the details, I'll have to talk to these guys again, because that was a special thing which made it a little bit difficult to bring it to that high concept. So I'm talking about Emmett McNamara and Dan Shanhanan, the Trent Quay design. My congratulations. Hello. Hello, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, guys. If the winners can stay around for a little while, and we'll get some photo opportunities with you next to your model as well. So thank you for everybody for attending the final today. I'm sure you'll follow me in wishing the winning teams from the UK final every success in the international competition. Enjoy the rest of ECOBUILD. Thank you.